Good afternoon, once again, book lovers of the internet. I am Book Nerd 802, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing Alice in Borderland Volume 6 by Haro Aso. So, this one consists of 350 pages, much like the others in the series, and I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. There will be several spoilers ahead, so watch the video with caution. The conclusion of the King of Clubs game really made me emotional, especially since Kyuma is one of my favorite characters. Then Tata was also a character who really gave a helping hand in this one. A pun totally intended, by the way. Although the fact that he, spoiler alert, right, passed away doesn't sit right with me at all. To me, it just doesn't make sense. But then again, in a way, he did um, achieve something. He did feel purpose as though he had helped somebody by giving his life away. So, through understanding the way in which Borderland works, I suppose it does make a shred of sense. Then again, it's not clear whether his hand was chopped off by Arisu entirely in order to remove the bracelet with the his hand chopped off with the massive container door, or whether it was merely broken enough to slide the bracelet off and win against the King of Clubs team. I will definitely strive to live life like there's no tomorrow and make the best out of the days we're given rather than worry about the future. Honestly, in some cases, the future is important, but the present is all we have, really. So it's much better to embrace the present and worry about the future. And I think that Kyuma certainly taught me a lot, and I'm very grateful to him for that. I also feel as though Arisu learned a lot through his interaction with the King of Clubs to the point where they could have been considered friends who found each other under very unfortunate circumstances, which just made this part of the manga volume so much more depressing, especially when considering that Kyuma was also a musician, a talented person who lived without having any regrets, who lived every day to the fullest, doing whatever made him happy, trying to make others happy, and never going out of his way to hurt anybody, even though he was the one to come up with the game for the King of Clubs, which would ultimately lead to the deaths of multiple people. But the point is that he didn't go out of his way to hurt anybody. He lived every day to the fullest, doing whatever made him happy, and um, didn't let the judgment of others ruin whatever he thought of himself, as long as he wasn't hurting anybody, basically. Osmosis, by the way, is a much better name for the game than is scoring points, and I think that is one of the things that the Netflix show did better than the manga series. Calling it Osmosis in English, of course, not in Japanese, was a very, very good decision. It was also extremely cool to see Arisu and Usagi fall in love and act upon their feelings in this volume. There has been a lot of tension building up across the volumes, but Arisu would have never taken the first step without Kyuma's encouragement, I would say. Um, so, yeah, I feel as though Kyuma really helped a lot in not being a cog blocker, basically, for Arisu. So, more points for Kyuma, though never enough to save his life in the Osmosis game. I wasn't a fan of the solitary confinement game, which was the second part of the volume, since Chishia didn't form part of it, and it was just a bunch of newly introduced characters I didn't care about regardless. So, in the show, I could appreciate what was going on because Chishia was there, of course, and he is my favorite character in Alice in Borderland. In the manga series, he doesn't form part of the game. So, as I mentioned, it was just a bunch of newly introduced characters who I couldn't really empathize with because why should I care, right? And yeah, the TV show did that much better too. If we are meant to root for characters, we should be given some background or see them developed properly. And this was not the case with the characters in this story. Of course, we do see certain characters, certain character traits. For instance, we do understand who the manipulative ones are, the ones who know which characters can be trusted, and the ones who aren't clever enough to survive. But it's still not enough for me to care. There has to be some added motivation, some reason for me to root for these characters, and we are not given nearly enough detail to care for them as much as we do for the main characters, certainly, and they are just killed off since they don't matter anyway. Honestly, I don't think I would really mind if nobody won the game, if it didn't tie perfectly into the greater picture of Arisu and his friends escaping Borderland once and for all. So, since we are in this stage now where they are expected to um, receive um, all the face cards, basically play and win in order to get the face cards. This is the only reason I have to care about them winning this game, because otherwise I don't think there would be much more of a purpose. But anyway, that is all I had to say about Alice in Borderland Volume 6. I am now two-thirds of the way done with the entire series. I have 3 volumes to go, and I very much look forward to reading those as well. I will let you know what I think of them accordingly. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And I will see you in the next one, hopefully, very, very soon. Bye, guys.